Sugar baby content is blowing up, and as someone who was an ex-sugar baby and ex-bottle girl from the ages 19 to 23, and then I went to nursing school, let me tell you the true rundown. And I'm going to give you my reality. I don't know anybody else's reality, but I just want to give you my reality, and I want to tell you some truths that I see that are not being exposed on social media, right? Glamour versus reality. I'm not shaming or promoting sugar dating. I'm not shaming or promoting being a bottle girl. I'm not shaming or promoting any of these things. I'm just telling you my reality again. So if you want to do it, that's fine. If you don't, that's fine as well. The pros, things I can say. Excuse me if my chair is squeaking. This chair is fucking annoying. But the pros, the finances, obviously, the money, financial support you get from fellas, traveling, the exposure to luxury, the experience of luxury, learning and negotiating boundaries. I feel like I learned boundaries so much being a sugar baby and working in the club. Like, you learn quickly how to tell people no and how to assert your boundaries without being rude and stuff like that. Because if you don't, oh my gosh, these guys will step all over you, especially if you're young. Me being 19, you think they were trying to be sweet with me? No, they were trying to pull every slick trick in a book, trust. So, and you're going to get fooled a few times. It's someone out there always slicker than you, but you learn boundaries and you learn what to watch out for. You also see so many wealth and power dynamics. Like, I have seen men who can do private jets every other day. Like, not going to say names, but private jets, Rolls Royces, Brabus, spending $300 $400 just on lunch. Like, I have been in those circles, and then I've dated the guy who only can spend $100 for lunch. So you see the power dynamics, and you see how each man moves differently. It's something I enjoyed experiencing. You get a temporary sense of security, especially if that man is well off, right? For a period of my life, being 19, it made sense, you know. What job was going to give me possibly $1,000 just to sit with someone? Like, where was I going to get that from? Where was I going to get that from? Like, I recently, actually, this was last year in 2025. I dated a guy temporarily. I was literally in a Porsche, driving a Porsche all weekend, simply because I met a guy who found me attractive. Like, I can't afford a fucking Porsche. I can't afford that shit. So that's lit to me. Like, that, you're gonna like stuff like that, right? Here's where shit goes left. Emotional labor. You have to please someone. You have to be what someone wants you to be in order for you to continue this lifestyle, because you cannot maintain it on your own. So if they're a nut job, if you can't find another suitor in a nice decent amount of time, you're going to deal with this nut job. If he's abusive, it's a lot of stuff that you have to deal with, and sometimes you're walking on eggshells, and sometimes you can't have disagreements with this person because they're your boss, essentially, right? It's a lot of emotional labor. Like, even when you work at the club, you gotta listen to these men's story. You gotta stroke this men. You gotta stroke their ego. Like, it's a lot of that, and that is emotionally exhausting. Can be emotionally taxing. Another thing is power imbalance. Power imbalance. Oh my gosh. If something goes bad, they have the power they can afford things that you can't afford. Like, the guy who used to do private jets, honestly, if I was to piss him off, I don't know what he could afford to get me hurt, or he could just afford a high caliber lawyer. I couldn't afford those things. So if things go left, it's a power imbalance. You'll see how they can win. People are more likely to believe them because money talks. You're just another young girl who's looking for, like, people that have less sympathy for you. So, yeah, you're going to feel disposable or replaceable because so many women want this man because he spends a lot of money, right? There are guys who took me to Miami for the weekend and paid for the whole weekend, and I kept thinking, he was like, oh, she's pretty. I kept feeling like, yeah, he would say other girls are pretty. Again, it's emotional labor that you're dealing with. He would say other girls are pretty, and I would feel like, damn, like, he can replace me because he can afford to. And you think these young girls are not going to want to be taken on the trip here free and all they have to do is fucking exist? You think they're not going to want a Chanel bag just for existing? Feeling replaceable. So sometimes it can play on your insecurities. It can cause you to be insecure, and you'll have thoughts of like, damn, maybe I'm not good enough. So you will have those thoughts. Again, that emotional labor, the self-worth getting tied to what men provide. So what a man won't do for you, but you feel like he would do to someone for someone else, which he might, you eventually start to say like, damn, am I not getting this because I'm not worth it? Because I've seen he done this for the next woman. And that's not true. He just simply didn't want to do it for you because he just didn't want to do it. But you're not thinking that, especially when you're young. You're not thinking that. So a lot of that, and if you're not emotionally strong, if you're already going through insecurities, that shit can hit you hard. That shit can it hit me hard. There's plenty of times where I'm like, damn, I'm so fucking ugly. Like, he can find all these damn bitches out here. He can find so many women out here who's willing to put up with this, and he can be an asshole because of someone. And it's true. Someone is going to put up with his bad behavior. Someone is going to reward him. Like, so those men have such a power. Like, they don't have to be checked. It's almost like with Diddy, right? Diddy didn't have to be checked because it's another woman that's going to put up with that because she wants that lifestyle. Oh, he's telling girls he's pretty in front of your face. What, I can tell him to stop, but will he? Because guess what? It's another young girl out here that's going to not give a fuck. It isn't about being spoiled. It's about surviving the system, right? I know some women who did this. I had a choice. Like, I didn't have to do this. I did it because I just wanted money that my job journeys was not providing. I didn't have to do this, but some women don't have a choice. They can't say no to not doing this. Monetize desirability. And I get it, because at the end of the day, you got to be women are made, we're forced to be desirable. So it's like, why not get paid for it? I absolutely agree. 100% agree. We got to think about why so many women turn to sugar dating in the first place. Dating is hard. So you're like, damn, might as well get paid for it. It's just not what you expect. It's a lot harder than what you think. Just know what you're getting yourself into. Be safe. Be responsible. Do not sleep with everyone. Having sex is okay, but do not sleep with everyone, because that's not what this is about. And that's not what it should be about. And I'm just letting you know that it's not all glitz and glam. And if you have any more questions in the comments, let me know. I'll make a separate video, like going into further detail about stuff. But that's just like the main things that I can think of at this time.